Hey! So today we're going to react to a video about addiction. You probably know what addiction is if you're not living under a rock, you know. And in this video, you're gonna be talking about vape, the gooning, you know, OnlyFans, you know, the models and everything. And yes, the Sasa. And nicotine in general. What? I don't remember much more what he said actually. But yeah, welcome to the video. Peace. We're going into the age of addiction. Do I have an addiction? Yeah, probably nicotine. Shall I start it? What can I say? Okay, the age of addiction. Let's see. Energy is definitely gonna be in this. Alcohol. What more we got? Pills, drugs. We got energy drink, sugar probably.
In this world, and
But
it's
let's
inevitable people get them. Each generation has had a different set of ones affect them more compared to the next. Boomers were more addicted to cigarettes and alcohol, being the victim of the tobacco industry and having them pay off doctors to say things like this.
Wasn't there like a thing that said back in the days like cigarettes are actually good for you? I think so. Cigarettes was actually good for you, and I think dentists also said like, yeah, it's good for your hygiene in the mouth and everything. Crazy times.
You know, this night work's kind of rough, isn't it? That's right. But a camel's always a pleasure.
Yes, folks, the pleasing mildness of a camel is just as enjoyable to a doctor as it is to you or me.
But hey, it's all good. They made it for that stress by beating their millennial children for asking them to get a toy. Millennials and Gen X are more addicted to alcohol and prescription drugs, and also posting the most cringe content you'll ever see on TikTok.
Oh no, why are you doing this?
I guess that's what happens when you were the victim of the generation that would beat you just because. You know what? If they're having fun on their side of the internet, I'm happy for them. And of course we end up with the dump of all that, which is Gen Z. But I think we're kind of different because before you had to do a little more searching in the past generations to get that addiction. You know, like have the money to buy a cigarette or alcohol. But now because of the digital age, it's made it almost impossible
gambling
for Gen Z
too.
to not having.
Oh yeah. Corn addiction. I forgot it.
The amount of people in Gen Z who just
In
have
the
an addiction casually and we act like it's normal is.
That's why, guys, I'm not addicted to Saw, but I can go one day without it.
Kinda insane. We were the first test group of the internet's effect on a younger generation, and now that everyone's on the internet 24/7, like 90% of people have an addiction
because of the internet.
So
yeah, that's
about
true.
All the ones that are getting pushed and more amplified with us, I would say.
I mean, I think a lot of addiction starts because of the internet, because you see other people doing like, oh damn, that's so cool, I want to be like my favorite rapper, I want to be that, and then you got into the, not, I wouldn't say rabbit hole because it's not on that surface, but then you discover like gooner type shit and it just goes downhill.
We could start off with food. Okay, food didn't start with us, and Gen Z isn't even the fattest generation. But because of online ads and social media ads, it's very easy to push. We haven't even paid attention to the thought of how many food delivery apps we have. Bro, growing up, I remember the most you could deliver to your house was a pizza. It would be late night, and if you were craving something and didn't want to drive to an actual physical...
Here, you couldn't even order. I don't think you can order home stuff. But now it's like everywhere, like you see them everywhere. You can go out on the streets and you're gonna see a delivery food truck or bicycle or anything. Damn.
Location, your ass had to order some Domino's or Papa John's. I know it had to suck working at one of those places back then though, because the amount of prank calls that would go viral on YouTube of people just trolling them was astronomical. Like this channel Ownage Pranks used to go A1 back in the day. Bro would spout the most stereotypical racist accent to a worker and ruin their day. And you don't even need the delivery apps anymore. If you just download the fast food apps, they get it delivered for you. You know, you got your Chick-fil-A's and McDonald's.
They can do that? Yeah, maybe they can. Maybe I'm just living under a rock. Don't mind me.
Taco Bell, Food, Chipotle. Wait, what? Yeah, believe it or not,
What?
this was a real delivery service app until
What the
I
fuck?
wonder how such a family-friendly thing could violate Apple's terms of service. And if you
That's
download
fucked
one of
up.
these food apps, you can save like half your costs by using them. They make it easier than ever to get big backed because they'll give you the best deals ever that for some reason they don't offer if you don't order on the app. And quarantine at my biggest backers, I was trapping off that McDonald's app getting a free large fry with a $1 purchase. You got with 2 million McDonald's points who order basically every day for the past 4 years. At that
I mean, I love fast food, but not on that level. I don't even got a McDonald's account. I don't even have points. That's a dedication. I respect the grind.
point, do you get to meet Ronald McDonald or something? Because that has to deserve some type of reward. TikTok got to be the biggest influence for food nowadays, though. Because how many times have you seen a food spot on TikTok and it's near you? And you think to yourself,
You know the worst thing is when you're scrolling late night. You're not even hungry. You're not even hungry at all. You're scrolling, then you get up like people eating and you're showing off their food, and then you're like, oh, I want food. And then you remember like the food you had like 1 year ago, 1 month. You didn't even eat up the whole thing. You're like, why the fuck did I throw the last thing out? Then you're just crying.
well, damn, now I gotta try to see what the hype is. With traveling nowadays, everyone's go-to when looking for food is going to TikTok to see what the people
Oh,
are
that
saying
looks
is the
so
best.
good.
I always think how insane Keith Lee's come up was, and it shows how big backed we really are. Because he
that
quite
looks so
literally
good.
will go to a food spot, give a review, and all it takes is a God damn, that's good. And the whole restaurant is fully booked up for the rest of the year. That's not
Yeah.
us either, by the way. You know what I'm saying? We have with Keith Lee over here. And then you got those mukbang videos that became popular.
There must be like restaurants that paid like famous food reviewers to try their stuff because they know how popping it was. I don't know if I'm not on that TikTok for you page anymore, but I used to get up these type of videos, but not anymore. It was a long time ago I saw like a food review.
Where they're eating gargantuan masses of food. I learned that some people watch these because they want to feel like they're literally eating the food, but their stomach can't take it, so they watch someone else do it. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them. I just get sick and want to yak out a
Big
car
dog
window
shit.
after looking at these. If you eating like this, you dead ass abusing your stomach wall lining. Next, we got vaping. For all the
Yeah.
people who watch me and vape, I just want to let you know you're bigger than the vape. So do me a favor and put it
Throw
down
it
for
out.
now and your future. And pick up a cigarette like a real. I always find it so insane that our generation was bombarded with PSAs about smoking and the harmful effects of it. Everyone ended up thinking we wouldn't be affected by it as much and be a much more healthy generation. Until they released flavors with the name Mango Cherry Freeze and Fortnite carts that no one knows the origin
Oh,
of.
Fortnite cart!
Minds instantly. I knew our generation was
I
gonna
mean, if you smoke in a Fortnite card, you don't know what. This definitely not Zaza. It's not Zaza. I can tell you that. And the thing is with Waves, like, when it got the flavors, everyone was on that. Like, yeah, it tastes good and it's better than cigarettes. And then you figure out it's not better than... I mean, I think it's better than cigarettes, but the thing that makes it more fucked is because it doesn't feel like cigarette, it smells and tastes good. So you sit in there like room. And I can tell you, when I'm drunk, I have emptied vapes in like 3 hours. It's not good, I know, but damn, you forget you're vaping even because it tastes good.
be the most addicted to it when I would walk in the school bathroom and casually see two in a stall with clouds of smoke coming out of it. And you'd have some dude on lookout paying attention to the sound of the jingling.
And the whole thing with the vape lords. Do you remember vape lords? Like, I know Vape Lord Norden. When I first saw it, I was like, God damn, this is cool. I wanna be like him. I'm not saying I'm blaming it on Vape Norden. Shout out Rain, but that looked cool.
Of keys to tell if a staff member was around or not. Then they start fumbling around and waving the smoke around to try to hide it. I didn't even know how bad it was at first though, until I found out kids in elementary school are doing it too.
Yeah.
As a kid in elementary school, where the f are
It's
you
fuck-
getting the money to even afford that? Are you selling your rare Fortnite skins or something, then ordering them on
That's true. How the fuck do they get the money? Because when I was in elementary school, I was so happy with like $2. Like, yeah, I got $2. I'll go down to the local what is called corner store and buy like candy. Oh, I remember we had a corner store with candy, just a candy store, and when I got $20, not $22, you could buy so much, and it was life, man.
On eBay, according to statistics, 3.5% of middle schoolers in America vape as well. Low-key, we gotta bring back those scary anti-smoking ads. Because I remember when I was a kid being terrified of the thought of smoking. They would show the diagram of a healthy lung versus smoker lung.
You remember when you was younger, and every time you walk by someone that smoked, you will like, and kind of look at them because you don't want to inhale it, like, yeah, you look bad. I don't want to smoke. And then you grew up and started smoking.
And I would have nightmares for the rest of the week. And no, you can't quit at any time. If you're somebody that has to sit there and reason with your friends like you're making a deal on Wall Street that you can, then let me introduce you to the last stage of grief, acceptance. It's okay to accept the fact that the rest of your friends are gonna live amazing, willing, full lives until 80, 90, or 100. And at 40, you're gonna drop randomly in your kitchen after those mango cherry freeze chemicals reach your heart. And weed smokers, where y'all going? Cause y'all ain't safe from this either. In general, I think out of a weed smoker and vape smoker, the weed smoker is usually more healthy. Mainly because the product doesn't have mysterious chemicals imported from a factory in
If you're not
Beijing.
smoking
Nowadays,
carton
though,
and
they
don't
be
know.
lacing the hell out of that weed, so
Yeah.
I don't even know about that anymore. You could be picking up what you think is some regular Zaw from your local dealer, and it ends up being laced with fent, raccoon, and pee. The annoying thing about weed smokers is they do the same thing as vape smokers, saying they can quit at any time, but they'll also argue with you, saying it makes them more productive, and they'll bring up successful people that do it as an example, like, I don't know, Snoop Dogg or Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
The person saying it, though, 99% of the time is never productive. Like, you
I mean, the people that says that, oh, like, yeah, I'm productive, they don't do. Many of them don't do shit, but many of them can handle it. I think if you do it in like safe thing, like, I think if you do it, all the thing you have to get done before, I don't care. But if going to make you unproductive and don't gonna do shit, you're just gonna sit there eating chips and that, just scrolling. It's not worth it. I mean, some days you can have those, but gotta focus on the productive things.
ask them what they did through the week, and it's take a shower once, rage on Valorant, goon to Sophie Rain, then smoke 7 times. If you're not one of those productive people using it, then you can't say it. And you'll also never be as productive as someone sober in that time. It's so bad you got who will work the whole week, then half of their paycheck is going to some rolling papers in that flight duck pack. I think the reason why the rise of addictions and smoking weed is because it's so easy to access nowadays. They got whole apps meant to deliver strains to people, and you can go on Snapchat and casually see 10 dealers in a 1-mile radius. Back then, people were scared of getting caught, especially when the internet wasn't a thing. Plus, it was a lot more penalized, so people didn't take the risk. Next, we got gooning. I already made a whole video on this, so we don't gotta...
This is bad. Gooning is bad. Because it's gonna destroy your picture of it, and it's gonna destroy the pleasure of it. No. Not worth it.
Spend a lot of time on this. But the algorithms nowadays, more than ever, are meant to fuel horniness. Like, have y'all ever opened your Instagram feed or TikTok feed and they're literally throwing it in your face? No matter how many...
You know the bird, the Angry Birds, the Angry Birds, the big bird with the... what it's called? I don't know, but you get it like this. Like, yeah, nice... nice food, and it's not even food in the video. Or yeah, like, nice pool. And they it's just a girl showing her ass.
Times I click not interested, it doesn't work. I think they have the button there just for fun. The best platform I see optimized where I don't see it is YouTube, because my algo is built brick by brick. It still happens though.
YouTube.
Like,
I never got it on YouTube. I never got it on YouTube. Only like IG or like TikTok. They just pushing that on you. And how to get views, they just click if they see the person. I'm gonna use Sofarin as the picture of this and see the results.
AI chatbot ad.
So if you're here,
TikTok,
if you're in this part of the video, type Sofarin in the chat.
They purposely don't listen to me. I just want one person to do some research on these algorithms and see if they got a horny piece of code written in there. A lot of people
Yeah,
also
probably.
talk about
They
why
got
we're
it.
so sexual at a young age, which is kind of true, you know, when I think about it. It's a mix of things. One being the internet, although it's not as bad as now. Like a Gen Alpha kid with unmonitored access in 2025 is probably gonna win this corn at the age of 7. Probably
Yep.
a mix of us looking at these Disney stars when we were kids and thinking of some freaky. The crazy thing to me was the shift of how OF stars and corn stars were perceived. Back then, I remember when a girl got leaked, it was the worst thing to happen to her life. Like her
Yeah, back in the days it was like the worst thing. Now it feels like it's bad that they get leaked. I don't condone it, and I think it's fucked up to leak someone's thing because they trusted you with sending it and then you leak it. It's fucked up for the person that leaking it, but it feels like many of those people go and make OnlyFans after it and make a living. I mean, I respect it because that it's just fucked up.
whole sacred temple was exposed to the world. Or just somebody ousted as doing that line of work. They would never want that info out. But nowadays, if you see a link tree in that bio, it's like a Russian roulette of if you'll see an OnlyFans link or
Yeah.
not. It's just a casual thing now.
I remember I got up like, oh, this girl is so pretty. Oh, I have to follow her. Linktree, I'm like, okay, yeah, checked. It's not her other social medias. OnlyFans. I was like, no, I don't want to do it. Because I don't want to date the OnlyFans star or like the people that showing up the body. Not because it's wrong. I just don't want my girl that, and that's my opinion. If you like it, go for it. I don't care. It's your life, and they're not doing anything wrong. They shows it, but for me, no.
To see someone naked online. Never in my life growing up I would think someone I went to high school with would start one, but I'm about 0 to 3 wrong, so good thing I didn't put a bet on that. Oh, and speaking of bets, gambling is next. Parlays
Yeah.
have by themselves ruined the financial dreams of millions of Gen Z. Because with parlays, it feels like you're not putting much up, and if you already hate your job or you're trying to make it out, you're gonna take
All
the risk
in.
and throw in something you can lose, like $10 or $20. But that ends up adding up, and as you keep losing, you end up losing like half your week's salary over some stupid ass prediction. My opinion
Yep.
is sports gambling is way more of a problem for us than traditional gambling. Like, I feel like that was the problem more back then. Although we definitely got our addicts for that too. Kick as a platform is pretty much meant as a funnel to stake where you can play slots to your heart's desire. Sports betting wouldn't even be that bad if everyone doing it actually had the disposable income to. But there should be no reason your whole paycheck is going on a bet. And it's really hard to stop because when you do get those wins, you always think you could get one potentially with another bet. And I don't know about y'all, but I've been getting a whole lot more of sports betting app ads a lot. It makes no sense too because I live in Texas. I can't even gamble here. So why are they even pushing it here when it's banned? Like, it makes 0 sense to me. It's almost like they know
They
people
banned
can use
gambling in
VPNs to do it
Texas?
anyways. And they be giving some crazy ass
Didn't
bonuses
even know
just for
that.
you to join and make a single bet. Like, who wouldn't take a free $100 to bet for just a tiny risk of forever being indebted to the app and watching
Yep.
every single one of the 500 bets you made in the past week? Just a tiny risk though. The sports betting industry growth is so insane when you look at the
When your friends say he hasn't betted, but sits like this during the sport. No, come on! Oh, you know that boy has spent.
chart. Just 7 years ago, it was only $209 million, and now it's around $4 to $6 billion. If this ain't an indication of a recession, then I don't know what is. People's doing anything to get money. I guarantee there's some dads out there risking their paycheck and if their kids get to eat, just to see if the bet will hit of LeBron getting over 40 points in a game. Next, we got caffeine. And it's time to be open and honest, y'all. This is probably the thing I match closest with.
I'm not even addicted to caffeine. I can't drink energy drink. I was addicted to it like 13, 14, 15. Then I just quit it. I just cold turkey. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna drink it, energy drinks anymore. And I had like one. Sometimes if someone buys it and gives it, I'm not gonna say no. But it's not like I'm going to the store like, yeah, I need some caffeine. Even if I can get a caffeine energy drink, I would probably say no. Don't like it.
Excuses though, I only take pre-workout on days I work out.
I don't
which
even
is
take
5 days in a week.
pre-workout.
Not really a good excuse though, But trust me, I can quit anytime. I just need a little powder sprinkled in my toothpaste to get my bones jolting. Caffeine addiction is probably the easiest one to get because when you're tired in a day and need a little boost, it's one of the few
That's true.
legal substances
That's why
you
I
can
got
take
into
to
it.
boost your energy. Sadly, they banned the original Coke formula, but I've heard there's ways to get around it.
If
It
you
also
know, you
doesn't help
know.
that on TikTok, people will post their favorite coffee recipes or drink they got at Starbucks. Then people run to the store to get the exact same one to see what the hype is about. Everybody all of a sudden also started drinking matcha and making matcha everything. Matcha coffee.
Is
sake
matcha,
pancakes, matcha
ha-
noodles.
coffee?
A couple of years ago, would have seen something like this and fried you on the internet for even having it. But now all you
Yeah.
gotta do is post the trying matcha noodles on TikTok and people will love it just because it's matcha. Where the
Yep.
did all this matcha talk come from though? Like matcha is cool.
It's
to
like
me,
Dubai
but how
chocolate.
did they get to the point where we're facing potential global shortages of it because everyone's having it? Also, having energy drinks is more commonplace now. Like I remember in the past, if you told someone you was drinking energy drinks, they thought you were cooked, providing for
Yep.
4 different families on a one-man salary while getting 4 hours.
I remember I was in Spain. I always wanted a Monster hat because I thought the logo looked sick. I didn't even know it was energy drink at that time, and I bought one. And like a few years ago, when I got older, I saw it had 4 stripes, not 3. So I had a fake Monster hat just rocking with it.
Asleep. Every company now, for some reason, has their own line of energy drinks. Like, who is deadass drinking the Toxic Waste energy drink and the Sonic the Hedgehog energy drink?
What the?
Actually, that last one might not be too bad. Might just have me a grab it. I think caffeine addiction is also rising too because a lot more people are sleep deprived nowadays. It's a blessing for real if you can get 8 full hours of sleep in this time. So when people are tired, they say, why not? Let me just get one energy drink for the day. There is a very big risk with it though, and we can't forget. Energy drinks have only been getting used a lot more in the past 2 decades, so we still don't have a
Someone must
long-term
have
studies
sued
on
Red
their
Bull
effects.
because
And
of
there's
the
even
wings
tragic
thing.
cases about it, like the case of Katie Donnell. Katie Donnell was a 28-year-old teacher and fitness enthusiast, and she always tried to live a healthy lifestyle and had a lot of caffeine through the day as one of the things. She would have 3 energy drinks a day and a caffeine supplement on top.
I just felt bad of the 2 energy drinks when I was addicted to it. I felt so horrible of the 2. Damn, the 3.
Of that before going to the gym. And by the way, the recommended
different.
max amount of caffeine you're supposed to have in a day is 400 milligrams. Depending on how much caffeine those drinks had, she could have been having like 2x or 3x the daily limit. But even if they were smaller amounts, I think we can all agree that just the sound of having 3 energy drinks a day is insane. And in
Yeah.
2021, Katie had a heart attack and had to be put in the hospital. Where 10 days later, she sadly passed away from the effects of it. So if you're near
RIP.
having 3 drinks a day, it might be time to reconsider how many you're having. The best schedule for people that do want to have caffeine is 5 days a week with at least 2 days off it. The more you have it, the more tolerant you get to it.
Yeah.
So it's always better to have a little reset just so the effects still hit. It's also a problem too that kids are now starting to have energy drinks. When Prime released
I remember like when I was in my prime. Not because Prime is on the screen. Okay, but when I was in Prime drinking energy drink, I could drink energy drink. I wouldn't feel the effects. I could just go to sleep afterwards like it was nothing. Was that just me?
its energy drinks, there was parents complaining that their kids were having them and it was causing problems. I don't know what type of stress these is even going through to be having energy drinks. I only started drinking them after having some adult type responsibilities. Before 18, I wasn't having them. And once again, parents strike again at not monitoring their kids, because how do they even get access to these energy drinks? Since I said I only have them when I work out, we might as well throw gym in there as an addiction.
Yeah, we had a store when I moved, and then I moved back. But when I moved, the store there didn't have like you didn't get ID of it, so you could buy like energy drinks when you was 13, 14, because here it was the age requirement was 15, and you wouldn't get an ID if you was like 13 or anything. They just like, yeah, but I don't know if it's legal, but it was a big store too, a pretty popular one too. I can tell you that.
might think it's odd that Jim is here, but if you see how fitness social media is now, you know how bad it can get. There's been a lot more of a rise in gym influencers since 2020. I'm glad the gym is becoming way more popular though, because in general it's good for everyone's health. But the lengths some people take to look like some of the influencers online is unbelievable. It's universally known now that a lot of influencers online straight up use performance enhancing drugs to look the best. One of the biggest known cases I would say is The Rock. Everyone knows for his physique at his age, it's almost impossible for him to look like this without taking some type of performance enhancing drug. He always denies it and says he doesn't use them, which no one believes. Because when your job is to look the best, a lot of these influencers and celebs feel like they have no choice but to take them to keep up with everyone. And people in the gym community point out all the time who may be fake or real. One of the biggest gym influencers on YouTube's job is literally predicting from years of experience what influencer or celeb transformation is real or fake. But even if the influencers doing it are natural, it's never good to compare yourself because their entire job is meant to look good. Like they can spend hours at a time in the gym every day to look like that. Meanwhile, the average person usually gets out of school or work and can have 1 or 2 hours max. And it leads to people thinking they have to take the same drugs those influencers are taking. Nowadays, there's people who will show their journey through taking steroids or testosterone casually. I guess it's kind of good they're being honest, but
in my life I would
can
do
you
that.
imagine people did this for any other drug? Imagine a meth addict showing their journey of taking it through the years. And the people taking these drugs are getting younger and younger because they look up to these guys, ruining their whole body before it even got time to fully develop. It's okay to accept the fact that you probably won't reach their level, and if you do, it'll just take you significantly longer, which is fine. Like, bro, you got decades of your life to reach that type of build if you want to. You don't gotta rush it when you're young. And the reality is, you probably won't even want to keep up with that type of physique because it'll be too much work. The last category we got, which 90% of my audience will relate to, is unemployment. Unemployment is the new cool life.
I'm not unemployed anymore. Praise the Lord. I'm not unemployed. I haven't been that in 6 months. Hey, thank you. It means much. I gotta celebrate it now.
Lifestyle that everyone's getting into.
34. But in my opinion, it was really hard to get a job. Yo, what's up, Mango Tahiti? I think I pronounced it right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. How are you doing today?
34? Okay.
And welcome to the stream. What happened with the audio?
Oh,
Oh,
lifestyle that everyone's
it
getting
vanished.
into.
34.
34? Okay, what do you do?
Is it gonna say risk taker?
I mean, think of it. You can nibble off of someone else's work for free while laying down on a couch and watching your favorite TV show. Society's become so cooked that anyone who quits their job or anyone who's applied to more than 5 and got denied just give up and decide to live that lifestyle. You even mention the word job to certain and they start quivering in fear for their life.
Yeah, it's been on that level. It's been on that level. It's kind of insane when you think about it because I'm working right now and I still stream. I'm just driven like that and always been. I'm good, bro. What have you been into? That's great to hear. I've been doing a reaction stream today. Been reacting to Obsession and The Age of Addiction. Got 2 videos more. Do it with debating and Pokemon Go.
You know what? I'm feeling pretty evil today.
Great
Let's
to
go
see
ahead
you
and
here
go on
again.
a TOS run to get me packed out of here real quick. And I do want to put a
You was in the stream like 2 days ago, if I'm remember correctly.
disclaimer. What you're about to hear may be disturbing. Job, employment, working, career,
I'm getting chills of
Business.
this.
profession,
No,
operation.
don't do this.
I feel free being able to say what I want. I feel like the world is in the palm of my hand. For some reason, even though it feels like no one is getting a job now, we're actually reaching low levels of employment, well, at least compared to 20.
But it's so hard to get a job nowadays. I can't judge. To be honest, I can't judge at all. Yes, bro. The stream was all yumpy. I think I joined off a song battle. Oh! I thought I remember your name, kinda. But welcome back. It's great to see you here. Yeah, I know the stream was all yumpy. I don't know why. I usually don't have that problem at all. But suddenly from nowhere. But I think like I switched monitors with a lot more hertz, and it kind of fucked it up, to be honest. And I don't know why, but I'm trying to fix it so next stream it shouldn't happen at all. So it's a lot better, and I think I have fixed it because last time I streamed a scary game with a lot of things happened, there was a lot better. Because in my Streamlabs I couldn't see that, but when I watched back on the stream, I was like, if I knew that problem from the start, I would have fixed it, but I didn't.
2020. Moment of silence for all my who were looking for a job during COVID. Glad that wasn't me, because God knows where I would be right now. The thing that's doomed Gen Z is as soon as finally started to get their degrees and get ready for the real world, AI had to advance at levels we never thought possible. I might have to make a video on just this alone. Man, we all thought AI would take jobs like fast food and have robots flipping burgers, but that...
Actually, I had robot food one time, but without knowing. If like me and my brother was like, yeah, we need something to eat, we're like, yeah, tacos. And I was like, yeah, I want nachos. So we ordered nachos. It was so close. I was like, yeah, why not? And I don't know what it's called, and I don't want to say because it's gonna slander the name if anyone knows them. And we got them, and I was like, yeah. And we didn't know it was a robot. We thought it was a real restaurant. So we got it, and I'm not kidding. The only thing that tasted good was the chips. And the meat, and the salad, it was all hot. The salad was hot. It was like it was in the oven. It tasted so bad. We had to order McDonald's after because, nah, you couldn't eat it at all.
That's it. Now you got AI that can code entire websites for free. You got AI that automatically run YouTube channels and generate them unlimited money. And for us, it was a big rush of people getting STEM degrees because everyone was saying that was the speed run to get a 6-figure job. It's great to know that all those degrees are completely useless now that those jobs are taken by AI. So no wonder everyone's giving up and are embracing their unemployment. And when GTA 6 drops, mark my words, will quit their jobs just to have time to play this once-in-a-lifetime game. I'm truly scared for the job market in that moment. Hospitals are gonna be empty from doctors and nurses trying to finish the GTA 6 storyline. So anyways, that's about it. If you don't...
I think in Norway, they had like an ad like, if you had a baby on the day GTA 6 is coming out, you can get GTA 6 for free. And I think the amount of people that's gonna be sick on the release date of GTA 6 is gonna be absurd amount. It's gonna be so many people that just stays at home. They couldn't care less of the job. They were like, they will try hard in like few days before GTA release. They're gonna be like, yeah, I don't know. No, I'm not sick at all. I promise. It used a cough, and then day after they started getting more, and like, yeah, I gotta stay at home, and then there's no one gonna be on the shift. You take a request, just anything? Not now because it's gonna be a small stream because I had to head to bed earlier because my sleep schedule all messed up and I'm starting working again on Monday. So sadly not today, but you can type your request in the video and I will have it the next reaction time. So I will check out the video. And nobody gonna work November 19. Yeah, no one. Literally no one. If someone works like, either they're not gamer, or either, I don't know. Nobody gonna work. I'm not gonna work.
To any of the things I mentioned, then congrats, you're one of the special ones. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
Bye. W video from Tommy NFG. This was a good ass video. W.